Hello boys and girls, how are you today? I hope you're ready to start today's lesson. But before we begin, I hope you can remember what did we study yesterday? Can you remember? It was all about nouns. And remember, nouns are people, places, animals, and things. Or if you can remember the easy one, it's something we can see and something we can touch, marker, physical things. Okay. So, we really need to know what nouns are before we move on to today's lesson. So if you need some time, please go back and watch the last video one more time. Okay, but if you're ready to go, let's get going. Today's lesson is still continuing on with helpful animals, but today we're focusing on a new set of words. Today's set, we're talking about adjectives. Can you say that one? Adjectives. 3 syllables, adjectives. Remember, we have studied adjectives before, back in Unit 2 with Dad's big car. Do you remember those words? We had things like lights, wipers, wheels, and horn. These are the nouns that we practiced in Unit 2. Things that we can find in Dad's powerful car. Okay. So, again, let's quickly review what are adjectives. Okay, so adjectives tell us more about the nouns. Okay, let's practice that. Remember, when you come back to class, Teacher David's going to ask you what are adjectives. And you need to tell me adjectives tell us more about the nouns. Okay, so let's review quickly some of the old adjectives we've practiced before. Blank lights. Which adjective can we use to describe the word lights? Tell me about the lights. I need to know more. Do you remember? If the lights are shining very strong, we say they are B-R-I-G-H-T. Bright. Do you remember? Dad's big car has bright lights. You remember this, right? It's easy stuff. Okay. Here's something we even seen last week. I-G-H. Long vowel I. Remember all the words we practiced that can help us with everything when we study. Let's look at the next one. Wipers. Which adjective tells us about the wipers from the story? Do you remember? They were not short wipers, they were very, you got it, long, L-O-N-G, long wipers. Let's go a little bit faster. Blank wheels. This one we're going to have in the story today as well, so make sure you remember it. Heavy, heavy wheels. H-E-A-V-Y. Dad's big car has heavy wheels. Remember, the adjective heavy means it's very big or difficult to pick it up. It weighs a lot. Okay, let's look at the last one. Blank horn. This one is an adjective that tells me about the sound. It is L-O-U-D. Loud. Loud horn. Okay, so when we press the horn, it makes a lot of noise. It's very loud. Okay, so if you remember when we practiced, the adjectives and the nouns, they are best friends. They're always somewhere in the same sentence because the one tells us about the other. Okay, bright lights, long wipers, heavy wheels, loud horn. Remember, nouns we can see and touch. Wheels, easy, goes round and round. Okay, I can see it. Don't touch it if it's moving, it's dangerous. Okay, so these words are quite easy. We've practiced them before. So today we have a new set of adjectives that we're going to study together. So let me get my pictures ready. All right, are you ready to begin? The first word, let's practice. Maybe you know it already. Ooh, let me fix my camera. Hungry. hungry, hungry, hungry. Remember to practice with Teacher David. I want to hear your voice. So the adjective hungry is telling me about a person or maybe even an animal. If you want to eat food and your tummy goes grrr and it's grumbling a lot, that means you are hungry and you want to eat some food. One more time. Hungry. Okay, let's look at the next one. This word, it's a really tricky one to say, but just trust Teacher David. Listen carefully. Itchy. Almost like we say the it, chi. Itchy. 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 Okay. If something is in your hair and you want to scratch it, scratchy, scratchy, scratch, that means you are itchy. I think you know this one very well. What happens if a mosquito can bite you? It goes zzz, tick, and then it bites you, and then you get that little red dot here, and then you must scratch it because it is itchy. Itchy. Okay. Let's look at the next one. This one's a big one. Injured. Injured. Okay, injured. Injured. This is a bit of a big one, and it's quite easy. If you fall down and you get hurt, you are injured. Injured. Okay, so if you are injured means you are hurt. So this boy injured his knee. Okay. One more time. Injured. Okay, this next one I remembered from Dad's big car. Tell me about the elephant. Elephant is the noun. Which adjective can we use? He's on a scale, so it's about how much he weighs. Heavy. Do you remember heavy? Dad's big car has heavy wheels. Let's practice it one more time. Heavy. 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 Okay, the elephant is heavy. That's an easy one. Let's go for two more. Let's look at this word. Blind. Many students make the mistake. They don't say the d nicely at the end. They say blind. And this is wrong, boys and girls. Make sure you practice saying that d sound at the end. Blind. 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 If you are blind, that means you cannot see. Something maybe happened and you cannot use your eyes. So this man is blind. He cannot see, so he uses a walking stick to feel if he's going to bump into anything. Okay, one more time. Blind. Blind. Okay. The last one, also a nice and big one, probably the biggest one we've practiced so far. Dangerous. 3 syllables. Practice with me. Dangerous. 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 Okay. Dangerous tells us about danger. If it's something that means that we could get hurt, or it might be a problem for somebody else to get hurt, then we say that it is dangerous. Can we touch a snake? No, it can bite us. It is dangerous. Okay, so dangerous warns us about danger, somewhere that we might be able to get hurt. So be careful if you see a sign like this, danger, that means it is very dangerous to go there. Okay, let's fix this camera quickly. All right, let's practice the words one more time. Here they are on the board. Are you ready? Dangerous. Dangerous. Okay, remember teacher first and you second. Let's go one more time. Dangerous. Good. What about this one? Hungry. 2 syllables. David first, you second. Hungry. Hungry. Let's look at this one. Blind. Blind. One more time. Blind. Blind. Okay, remember blind, we cannot see. What about this one? 2 syllables. Itchy. Itchy. If a mosquito bites me and I need to scratch it, it is itchy. Okay, the last one we have, 2 syllables again. Injured. Injured. One more time. Injured. Injured. Okay, injured is if you get hurt. So if a dog bites you, you are injured. If we fall down and I hurt my leg, I am injured. Okay, so that brings us to the end of our adjectives for today. During our classwork, we're going to read our story one more time. This time I want you to focus and look and listen for the adjectives that we have practiced today. Okay, as we understand the nouns and the adjectives, it's easier to understand the story that we read. Okay, boys and girls, get ready for story time. I'll see you soon. Bye!